Hi, Douglas Simonson here. Today is a sketching session with Tommy. Tommy's a model from my Hawaii days. I met him in 2009 at Hula's, my favorite Honolulu hangout. He was working there as a dancer, and I saw his long, lean, beautiful body, and I thought he would be fun to draw. So I asked him to model. He said yes, and a few days later I took him to Diamond Head Beach at sunrise, and we shot about 1,000 photos in a session lasting a couple of hours. And by the way, there is an ebook from that session. I took about 100 of the best photos from the photo shoot and put them in an ebook called Tommy, and you can find that on my website. Just go to the ebook section, and if you don't see Tommy there, just go to the search icon and type in Tommy, and it'll pop up, and it's available for instant download. Anyway, today I'm going to be working from photos from that shoot, and I'll make a comment here and there where I think it'll be helpful. Okay, let's sketch. It's always a good idea to start with the big shapes. Get the whole thing down very loosely before you start with any details. Over the years, I've developed shortcuts, simple shapes that represent different parts of the body that make it faster and easier for me to put down the whole figure really quickly and make sure everything's in the right place before I start getting into any detail. This pose is a great opportunity to observe angles and how important they are. Check the angle of the back, of the arm, of both legs, and compare those angles to each other, and things will fall into place. The better you get with angles, the better you'll get at drawing. Also, really observe the position of the head. There's a tendency to always want to put the head above the shoulders, even when it's not. As I keep saying, I always put down the big shapes very loosely to get started. And they're usually wrong. But it doesn't matter because they give me a starting place. It takes a lot of courage to put down those first big shapes, and it helps a lot if you're not concerned whether they're right or not. The important thing is, once you've got those first shapes down, you've got something to work with. In-profile poses look like they'd be easier to draw, but they're really not. There's less stuff to draw, but at the same time, those few shapes have to carry the whole weight of the pose. And even a subtle error in angles or proportions can throw the whole thing off. You have less to draw, but you also have less room to screw up. I got down low to take this photo, so you end up with a pose that's tricky to draw because of the angles. Drawing the face and head from this angle takes a lot of practice. One thing that helps a lot is to remember to put the ears down low. That's a clear signal that you're looking up at the face. My phone ran out of memory at this point and I lost part of the progression. So we'll skip ahead here to the almost finished drawing. I think I did pretty well with this tricky angle, except I made the near arm too long and the far arm too short. But other than that, looks pretty good. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching me draw and maybe got some tips on drawing the male figure. Please subscribe if you haven't already. That inspires me to do more videos. And if you got a little inspired watching me draw today, great! Sharpen your pencils and go draw!